Greetings, Internet. Excuse me. Grumpy Man here. Just on my way to visit my buddy in Ontario. So we're taking the super long way. This is scenic Montebello. We just stopped at a very nice little hole in the wall called La Belle Bedaine. Because everyone knows if you're gonna motorcycle, you need bacon. That's science right there. It's an absolutely gorgeous day. Not all that warm. It's 11 and a half. So we're heading west. So basically following the Ottawa River on the Quebec side. So we're on this road until Shawville, where we're going to take the 303 and cross into Ontario. I wasn't cold. I had a little coffee and granola bar this morning, but it was like 6 degrees when I left. So I left at just before 8. It's now 10:15. We've done 109 kilometers. And we have, well, a little bit left. I got about 3 hours left. I probably won't record the whole thing. It's not all that interesting. This is a nice area. A nice part of Quebec. The Outaouais region. So to get here, I took my favorite ferry, which is Hudson Oka, and then Oka you take 344 to Grenville, and then you cross to this, which is the 148. It's all very exciting. That's some sort of, oh, that's a fancy hotel, I think, the Fairmont in Montebello. I think it's fairly well known around here. This is still a 50 zone. Do I see Salvation ahead? 80 zone, yay! Making good use of the grip warmers. After the ferry, since I had the bike off on the ferry, and it was quite windy crossing the lake. My hands were a bit cold. I had to put them on the serious defrost level. Oh, even 90 now. So I don't think I filmed this coming back. I came back this way one of my weekend trips. Oh, is that new road? Oh, nice. Yeah, so you can see over to that side, maybe that's the Ottawa River. So we're just following this. We go kind of up north through Gatineau. And then, like I said, we'll cross over. Shawville's a little bit northwest of Gatineau. Yeah, I might stop recording. There's a further up ahead, it's just kind of boring. It's just a little city. Here it's nice. Well, certainly hit the spot to take a little break, have a coffee, bacon and eggs. So a couple gents next to me. One had a Vulcan, I think. Cruiser, but it had all painted white frame, and I think it was like a Vulcan, a Kawasaki Vulcan of sorts. And the other guy had a Concourse, which is ZX14 engine, so 1400cc engine with, well, it's their sport touring model. Desperate need for an update, but potent. But all its competitors have cruise control and stuff, so they need to work on that. So it's gonna go to like 18 today. It's not a super warm day. When I come back home tomorrow, I will be taking the direct way, which is boring, but it's basically get onto the 417. Papineauville. Of course, a 50 zone. So my buddy has a camper. I think it's like a fifth wheel kind of thing. But it doesn't really move. It's at a campground. And I say camping with quotation marks because, I don't know. To me, camping is a tent. Not that I'm a fan of it, but to me it's a tent and you go off into the bush and you camp. And you don't leave a mess and I don't know. But, I mean, if you have a heater, I'm thankful because, well, if he was camping in a tent, obviously I wouldn't be going to see him. I'd wait until he was done for the season and go into his house. But should be good. All I need is electricity to charge my stuff. And yeah. Although I can only get 5 hours of footage anyway. I didn't bring a computer. So, but I really don't think I'll be recording all that much. So the other way I could have taken it is you see up ahead there's signs for the 50. Highway 50 kind of runs parallel to this, so you could take the 50. Hello, Mr. Bateau. It's a red light anyway. Might as well let him in. And the 321 there too, if I recall correctly, that's a pretty nice road. It's all nice roads around here. We're pretty spoiled. Ontario has nice roads too. They just don't have as many mountains. I'm also very happy that my pin lock is working. If I sound congested, it just am a bit, just because it's cool out. Oh look, at McDonald's and I'm not stopping. Nice high school. Cycle dudes. Oh my god, arena. Oh hey, Harley guys. A gaggle of Harleys. Don't know if that's the proper term. A swarm, a gaggle, a flock. Back into cruise mode. Let's see. Yeah, just about 100. It's a 90 zone. We're not in a rush. Got lots of gas. 250 clickings range. Averaging now with our current consumption 4.8, 4.7. Just under 4,000 RPM. Very nice. Hello, fit people. At least they made the space here for cyclists and joggers and stuff. Sometimes in these secondary roads they don't have that much room. last night apparently, so I missed that. Well, it doesn't really seem like there rain left. It's pretty dry. Just trying to get in as many rides as I can before it's too cold. So I'll have to actually put Google Maps in at some point. I think when I cross into Ontario, I'll put in, I have the address of the campground. I'll throw that in, turn on my headset. Oh, well, I could put it on here, I guess. I'll try on here. Sometimes here, I don't know. That's the thing with Garmin. When it works okay. When it doesn't work, well, it doesn't work. Assuming this guy's a hunter and that's his camouflage boat. It is hunting season officially. I think as of last weekend. So duck hunting. I can hear them somewhat. They're on the water. The sound of shotguns kind of carries. Oh, nice to know his trailer lights work. I've been having bad luck lately being stuck behind people with trailers that don't work. It's like all the indicators on the GPS for restaurants and stuff, it's not very up to date. I don't know how that stuff gets updated, but a few times you see some, like a decrepit old falling apart building, and on here it says, oh, it's a restaurant. And you're like, that hasn't been a restaurant for a while. Still 50. Construction. Yeah, there's a few places. I wonder if this is the way. No. I got diverted to like a dirt road, which wasn't nowhere on the GPS map. But I think that was another place. It wasn't really on here. Here is just lights because it's one light's closed. There's a bridge I think they're working on. bought this land quite a few years ago. It's probably quadruple or more in value. A lot of geese there. I think they're all on their way south. Oh, that's a nice old house. Looks abandoned. Got a Jetta who likes my butt. It's nice that people build little houses for their kids when they because I have to wait for the school bus and it's very windy here in this valley, so people make these little cabans so kids get to stand in there and they're sheltered from the wind. Pretty cool. This space is not heated, there's no lights or anything, it's just cuts the wind. I guess it's worth the investment here. Kids are young. My son was lucky the last year of elementary school. He was the first pickup, so the bus would back up and be like right in front of our house, so he could see the bus was there, and then he knew what time she left, and yeah, it was good for him. And he got dropped off like one house away too, so less worries. I mean, when you have kids, if they're walking far to the bus. I mean, I walked like one block when I was in high school. Elementary school, I walked all the way to school, so it's about a 10-15 minute walk. Different time, so even there's a elementary school near me, and the kids now, they get bused. Unless you're like just literally right beside the school, you get bused. Parents don't let their kids go out and play, and I don't know, the stuff I used to do. I used to grab my bike if I wanted to go do something with one of my friends, got on my bike, went to his house, and we went off into the woods and did whatever kids do. We actually played, you know, toy machine guns and stuff. They didn't actually fire anything, they just made noise when you pulled the trigger. Cap guns, all that good stuff. The little paper, strips of paper with gunpowder in little things, so when you had a gun and you pulled the trigger, it moved the paper and it went pop. I mean, there was no barrel. There was a barrel, but there was nothing. Like, it was a solid. It could nowhere near the force to propel anything. It was just to make a pop. They had some too, were plastic little rings. So when you were in a revolver, and they had gunpowder, but those didn't work as well. So we have a magnifying glass, and we take those things and we line them up when we were outside. Because we were outside, we weren't in front of a computer. And you take the magnifying glass and zap them, or you can take a magnifying glass and you can burn designs into a block of wood or something. No, there was all kinds of things. Oh, a detour, I remember this. It's a fair detour. Yeah, last time I got stuck behind some Can-Am spiders that were just insanely slow. Yeah, we just go up about a block, I think, and then we turn, if I remember right. I'm just happy to be out on the bike. So, oh no, we go a bit further. That's true. We go up. Nice new neighborhood. Nice. Oh, I like the colors. Yeah, when the sun's behind a cloud, you actually feel it a bit. Oh, 13, I mean, I still have my grip heaters on. I mean, still with the wind chill, it's still cold. But I have even... I decided I have these kind of beat up pajama bottoms. So they're just like flannel, I guess. Not even, just worn cotton. And I was wearing those this morning walking around the house because I don't have the heat on yet in the house. It's just a bit cool in the house. And I said, wait a minute, these are much more comfortable than the rainproof layer on these pants. So I said, I'll wear those as a layer. Because my legs do, I mean, they have padding, they have all the padding, the protecting, so that cuts the wind, obviously. I said, hey, why don't I try that? And guess what? It was awesome. They're nice, it's nice and comfy. Very good. And it's an extra layer. And I didn't want to put on the thick layer, the warm layer. So this was like a compromise. I think it said to go this way. Oh. I get lost. Well, no, I think I remember this. It was like 2 weeks ago. Oh yeah, there's a detour sign. Henry Cycle. Huh. Wow. Tiny little motorcycle shop. And where I bought my VFR was in Brome, near Cowansville. And it was a real old school motorcycle shop. Surprisingly still around because I had a dealer when I was growing up in Lachine called Dynamic Honda, and it was an older guy that, you know, he had been running it since the 60s, and I mean, I had my first bike was a CB650 Honda 81, I think. That's not when I got it, but that's you know, just a basic inline 4 air cooled. It's like the new CB1100 that they're selling, but the original version a bit small. Smaller engine and all that. Carburetors, of course. And yeah, I dealt with them for a good 10 years, I guess, of my motorcycling career. But they closed, so... Man, I hope those guys have wind protection, because seriously, open face helmet is like it's pretty cold. I mean, I have my front vents all closed, so it's not so bad, but nose still gets a little bit cold. Oh, what a nice old house. Huge. I like that style. And don't ask me what style. This too. I'm a big fan of a porch, or even a wraparound porch. See, Grumpy Man, you tune in for the vlogs, and you get architecture lessons. Not even. No, I like those different types of houses. I mean, my house is okay, but it's nothing special. Le Roi du Lato. Let's take this opportunity to say hello, cars, goodbye, cars. Just missile blast there. I don't know what that smell is from that company, but PU. Yeah, they have these little passing areas, which is cool. I don't have to go into oncoming traffic. Like, I wonder if this guy, he owns the land all the way down to the water. Oh, and there's water right there. Oh, look at that. That's like a small lake or something. My dogs would certainly love that. More bikes out now, because I didn't see any, but I saw one trike, spider, sorry, Can-Am Spider on the ferry. And then the only other bikes I saw was the ones that I just saw at the restaurant, and now I'm seeing a bunch, I guess. Well, it isn't all that warm, so. I mean, a lot of people are fair weather riders. But, I mean, I don't ride in the rain. I know there's diehards that go out in the rain. But if you don't have the gear, you're going to be cold the whole time. Oh, I like these clouds to go away, though. That would warm up a bit. These people have a train running through their front yard. Mind you, I don't know how... It's a single track. I don't know how busy it is. I don't know enough about trains to know if that's an actual live... It looks like it is. It's not all rusted on the top. But living near a train track ain't that much fun. Having all your stuff vibrate. Because they go 24/7, freight trains. Yes, there's a police there, but why are people slowing down below not the speed limit? I don't understand. You're just standing there. So what, you're gonna do 70 in a 90 zone because there's a cop? I don't get it. Do they think they're banking goodwill or something? Like, oh, well, I passed the speed trap at minus 20 kilometers an hour, so next time I can go at plus 20 kilometers an hour. My God. You do 100, she's not going to give you a ticket for that. It's not Ontario. 10 over, they're not going to... The person slowed down to 70. Ah, bad drivers. Yeah, I got 4 cars tight together, so not the best pass. Wow, it's really nice. Really nice. Well, it's swamp, I guess. It's like kind of marshland and swamp. Yeah, we got some cows down there. Hello, cows. Okay, passing here. Let's go, let's go, let's go. If you're gonna go pull into the lane to pass, then pass. That's what it's for. Jeez. Not even going around. Oh, now he's decided, yeah, maybe you should pass. Let's go. Seriously. same person that was behind me before. Like, there's an expression, shit or get off the pot. If you're gonna pass, pass. Don't just go, I hate when people do that. And rigs too, they do that sometimes. You're on the highway and there's, the rig wants to go a little bit faster. The guy's doing like 95 in the right lane on a 2-lane, and then the rig goes to pass him, but he's doing like 92. So it's like the slowest overtake in the century. I've actually seen a lot of cops today though. They weren't actually doing anything. I saw two. The beginning, I don't know what city, just past Oka and stuff. Logging much? Wow. That's a lot of posts. A little bit fast, actually. Keep it below 110. Should be good. Gas 210. I basically just want to have enough gas. I want to gas so that when I leave tomorrow, I can almost get all the way home. Although that's on the major highway, so I'm not too worried about getting gas and stuff. It's the 417. There's plenty of places to get gas. And what's interesting is the spider that I saw that was behind me on the ferry. There was a woman driving and a man as a passenger. So I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying that was like, I was like, because at first I just saw them in my mirror, and I'm like, oh, why is the passenger seat? Why is the passenger so much higher? And then they got off, and I'm like, oh. She's driving him around. Yeah, you really don't see that a lot. It's cool. More power to them. I don't think I would, no matter who would be driving, I wouldn't want to be a passenger on a motorcycle. But that's cool. Who's neat to see. Oh, they have a little skate park for the school. Pretty nice. Masson, Cumberland. Oh wow. Big water towers, I guess. Hydroelectric. And 148. So you can see there's a lot of places to get back onto the 50 if you wanted to. If you were sick of the scenery. It's so much fun accelerating and hearing the exhaust that sometimes I'm like, yes, it's still a 50 zone, grumpy man. Y'all need to keep it down. Huh. Nifty. Water's not very high. Nice rocks. Little kind of, not my, we call it rapids now. Oh, we're still in the city here. I have the route printed out in my tank bag, but I don't think I'll need it. And I almost didn't bring pants. I was like, this morning, I'm like, idiot! I had put like pajama bottoms to sleep in or something. Could have walked around the campsite like that, I suppose. So the only one of the benefits of when you take these side roads, you're not typically not going at highway speed, so you get like super good fuel economy if you get these big stretches of 80-90 kilometers an hour. It's only if you get a bunch of stops, then well. But I'm leaning on my tank like, okay, let's discuss something. Just giving my wrist a break. Oh, ATV. 13. And I got that same idiot in a Jetta behind me. With a burnt headlight. It is some young kid. Fishing shacks for the ice fishing. Very popular. Apparently you're nice and warm. They have a floor in them. So they have a floor just with a hole. And you have like a wood heater or something in there, and the walls are insulated, and then you just chop your hole. Just bring a laptop, put on Netflix. You know, you got offline Netflix now, so go ice fishing, God. Looks like a new Ford Escape. Oh, they've updated the rear a bit. It's got that black trimmer on the lights. Interesting. You're doing 85, Doodle. Just slowing down. That was a multi-strata over there. Oh, nice lead sled. Nice car. No idea what city this is. Oh, there's a celery. Roundabout. I'm not a big fan of roundabouts. Well, basically. I don't have faith in society. Oh, you have the priority, lady, but thank you. I was wondering, and then there was a sign that said, "You don't have priority." Works for me. I mean, I applaud the good manners, but sometimes someone has the right of way on a road or something, you having good manners and think you're doing something nice by letting someone in is the biggest fan. Nice custom fish chopper, red frame, matte black. My hand grips are still on, and I know if I turn them off I'm going to be cold because I think my hands are not used to having them on. Okay, now it's a 90 zone, so let's get at it. Oh, sheep or cows? It's very nice white cows. Well, at least I don't have the Jetta behind me now. I have the nice polite lady behind me. That used to be some sort of see? It says restaurant, and there's not even a building there. There was like a beat up sign that you could say it used to be. Yeah, I think I would trust Google Maps for that kind of stuff. I mean, especially if it was a gas station and you're like, you know, your gas light was on, you're like, man, I really need gas. And then it said, oh, you can get gas there, and you drive by, and it's a abandoned building. Gatti. We're at the very extreme edges of Gatti. It's all, I think it's like bird nature sanctuaries all around the river here. I think so, that's what that sign meant. If it's a brown sign, it's like a tourism kind of thing. Oh, horses maybe crossing. Watch out. Nice Mazda Speed for sale there. Nice cars. I don't know how much power they make. They must make 2 something. I don't know much about them. Karting, yes. Karting is fun. Oh, I think I lost that Jetta completely. City Park. I wonder if it's still open. Looks like it. Wow. Drive-ins, man. That's that. If there was one still open, I didn't take my kids. They might like that. I mean, I remember the old school ones when you had the radio, you know, that was attached to a pole. It was like this metal box, and that was your sound for the movie. So if you happen to not pick a good one, then you have to move your car, and then you wait for it to get dark. And then the later ones, they had a transmitter, so you just tuned your radio to whatever radio station. So the new ones must just do something like that. It's I don't know, it's a lost kind of. But they have, I think they have some Facebook somewhere, digital ones now, so obviously the projectors are digital, so they have, it's like high def, you know, super bright light, and they have a high def digital projector thing. But I do remember, there was one up north of my house, so in St. Eustache. I don't know if it's still open, and I did go. So my buddy of mine that I'm going to see now, since we've been friends since grade 3 or grade 4, anyway, elementary school. I remember going there. I even remember maybe hiding someone in the trunk so you have to pay. Hey, we were poor and young. How much is gas? 8 cents cheaper. So we'll go through, do we go through downtown? I think we go through downtown-ish. Gatineau, this is still the suburbs. Well, I don't think I'll have to take any layers off. No, that was the Lowrider S, I think. Has those bronze-colored wheels. I think it's the only one that has those wheels. Goldwing's nice, but geez, 900 something pounds. It's they're big bikes. I know the bagger version's a little bit lighter, but still pretty heavy. It's low weight, but I think but once you reach that tipping point, I don't think you're picking that up. Bringing their cat for a walk with the litter box. Interesting. Yeah, we're kind of getting into boring town. So I think I'm going to pull over soon and we'll take a pause for the camera. Crowded at the Timmy's. Suburbia. That's a weird color. It's like, I don't know what you call that. Almost like, not moss green. Yeah, a couple weird colors. But I haven't seen a lot in that color, so maybe that's why the person picked it. Alright, I'm gonna try and say bye here.